Well, if you've ever been in a courtroom, you know the judge is in charge. But what happens when a judge slips up? In a specially called hearing today, lawyers and ordinary citizens said there are often chilling consequences for anyone who dares criticize a judge. Channel 4's Dennis Ferrier is here with more on that. Dennis.
Dimitri, let's say you're in the middle of a trial. Your judge does something outrageous, unfair, illegal. You complain to the court of the judiciary. They immediately notify the judge that you've complained. Next thing you know, you're in front of that same judge. Now, he doesn't have to recuse himself, even if he's reprimanded. How do you like that spot?
They would not give me a hearing. They would not listen to me.
John J. Hooker, the famous constitutional lawyer who ran for governor 3 times, sued Don Sundquist for hosting fundraisers in the governor's mansion. His suit was called frivolous. He was fined $5,000 and his license revoked. He wanted his judges investigated. It did not happen.
It is the fox in charge of the henhouse. It is the palace guard. It is the palace guard.
The story held great weight with State Senator Doug Jackson.
If we're looking for specific examples to illustrate a potential problem, I think this might very well be one of those examples.
10 different people came up, talked about their complaints against judges and how the complaints were dismissed, and then things got worse. Former District Attorney Connie Reguli, now a family law lawyer, couldn't believe what a judge did to her.
The judge finally stopped me flat in my tracks, told me to be quiet and sit down and pretend that this wasn't a trial. He then took over the examination of the witnesses for the next 70 pages of transcript and ruled against my client.
Reguli was later handcuffed and arrested by the same judge in a different trial. That's when she discovered a half-dozen complaints against the same judge and discovered the court of the judiciary had still come to no conclusion.
Each one of these sat for 8 months. And then I got a nice letter from the court of the judiciary saying he's no longer on the bench. So we no longer have jurisdiction.
This special Judiciary Committee is studying how we reprimand judges and what needs to change. Their recommendations could lead to new laws, as many in state government believe judges are given too much special treatment, like private reprimands, and being allowed to stay on cases where they've been found to have acted inappropriately. Back to you.
Dennis, thanks.